each other, I think last year October or somewhere around there. But so yeah, it's quite a long time since we've all been at each other. So there's definitely going to be a lot of nerves and trying to figure out where we all are going into the first round.
Thank you. Well, sounds like these three are going to be going at it tomorrow. This is supposed to be a Q&A from everyone. Have anyone got any questions for them? Yeah, go on, mate.
Roof of Africa, last round. So Roof of Africa's last round. Wade, you've won it a few times, haven't you? What do you two think? I know Billy's been down to do it. Manny?
I also want down there.
Yeah, you ready for it?
Yeah, let's see. Good question, actually. I think I was at the roof twice now. Yeah, I raced Wade twice there because he's definitely the king of the roof. Tried to beat him the last time I was down there, didn't made it. But yeah, it's a good race. Like, it's a huge adventure and like a big exploring thing also with it, I would say, because the GPS is really difficult there, and you end up like going up like a goat path, and there's so many bushes that if you're like 3 meters too far down, you end up on the full wrong trail, and you're like really difficult with the GPS. So I think that makes roof pretty special and pretty difficult, but I think quite excited to go back there. I like these longer format races also, like these multiple lap days where you can really grind away and just ride by your own sometimes. And yeah, excited to go there. Maybe excited to challenge Wade there a little bit, hopefully, and make the most out of it, and maybe even stay a bit in South Africa afterwards. It's always a cool place there, it's cool people, and always stoked to go down there.
Yeah, I went in 2016 and absolutely sucked, to be perfectly honest. It took me 10.5 hours to finish the first day. I woke up from being asleep on my handlebars several times, just mid-race, thinking, yeah, like it was rough. I think it was an exceptionally hard day by roof standards, but like I say, when you get into double figures of being out for a day, it's a rough day. So yeah, since then I've obviously wanted to go back for redemption, and yeah, excited to be back there. I think the terrain does kind of suit me. I'd say the format not so much, but yeah, like I say, that's the point I'm at now, where I'm somewhat healthy and I really just want to start building some momentum. I think it can be it's going to be an exciting final round of the championship, that's for sure.
And Wade, you are the king of it. How many times have you won it? Yeah, I was going to ask you as well, what round, because it's such a varied world championship, right? Like, we've got 2-hour races this year, then like rallies as well with Romania. Which one are you looking forward to the most as well?
How many times have you won?
Won Roof Africa 9 times, and I think it's five in a row.
And how old were you the first time?
I was 16 in the first one in 2012. That's pretty much how my whole career started. The Roof of Africa coming in, I think, very naive, and yeah, like Billy said, long days ahead. And then, of course, which is my favorite round and one I'm looking forward to, would obviously be the Roof of Africa. My house is probably a 6-hour drive. It's in a landlocked country in Lesotho, so South Africa landlocks Lesotho, and yeah, it's my people. A lot of people go to South Africa and compete there, so it really feels like a home race for me, so it must be that one.
Any more questions, anyone? Any questions from out there? Anyone? Bill, what are you looking forward to? Which round for you?
I think it's always good to go back to Getting. It's obviously not one we get to do every year, and yeah, it went down to the wire last year, and yeah, Billy made a stupid mistake. Second last lap.
Luckily.
Yeah, that would have been nice to ruin his party at his home round. So that's a cool one for me. And then I'm also quite excited for Silver Kings in the US. I was supposed to go there 2 years ago and hurt my shoulder doing something silly the week before. So yeah, so that was an annoying one, but it looks a cool race. I think the US in general is looking, really quite interesting. They put a lot of effort into a lot of races down there now, and it seems like the scene in general is growing and is in like a really healthy position in in the whole of America, but North America especially. They have a good hard enduro championship in America, and yeah, the fact that they want to put the effort in the cost to get all us guys, or to get a World Championship round over there, I think is pretty cool. I think it's only the second or third year running for the event, so yeah. From what I've seen of last year's event, it looks a really nice one.
And Manuel, we go to Erzberg after this, not too far away now. You're looking at your 4th consecutive win there, aren't you? Is that right? Is it your favourite of the year?
I wouldn't say so, if I'm to be honest. I think everybody is happy from the rider's perspective that if Erzberg is over, it's always like a little bit of relief also. Definitely for me, because it's such a big race and there's so much pressure from the teams, from media, there's so much going on, so I think it's quite cool to get this out of the way. Erzberg is not in the championship this year, which is also kind of something new. So from the World Championship wise, we go to Silver Kings afterwards, straight like 2 weeks after Red Bull Erzberg Rodeo, but I think definitely Erzberg is one of the biggest ones. But from the most exciting races, like Billy said, gets into like a home race for me. It's like, if you ever have a chance to fly out to Germany in like October, you should definitely do it. It's could be the last one. Rob Warner is coming also, so he's gonna be there. But I think it's definitely one of the best races to spectate and really see how difficult and how hard enduro is. And you walk like 100 meters and you see like 3 different spots straight away. So I think from like spectating wise is the best thing for fans. The party is pretty good, the guys are always making a cool show, and is a wild west down there, I would say, or up there for me. I'm from the south, so it's like full East Germany, but it's a pretty cool round, so I'm really excited. And it's probably gonna be the last one ever. They probably not gonna continue afterwards. Right now they say it, maybe they end up changing their minds again, but they really is like a small club. I think it's like 10 people who are like building up this race, and they do a really good job with it. I think everybody is loving it.
Yeah, and then we need to also think about Rob Warner's riding in the next round today. So you guys, can you give him any kind of advice to sort of survive his next couple of days? Because he's pretty good on the mic, but let's see what he's like on the bike.
Go fast, take risks.
Right on, Phil.
That's fine.
And shut down the eyes. And close your eyes, because you can't see anyways with the rest. So.
To be honest, Wade's probably the best person to ask, because I've seen him pull some dangerous manoeuvres in dust in my time, so he's the best person to ask.
The trick is to squint your eyes a little bit.
You happy with that? You feeling confident now?
Yeah, the less I can see, it might be the better. That's true enough. Right, we've got a couple of questions in here off Instagram. One from the 100 Days of Holiday. If Johnny Walker, we don't know if he's going, but if he does ride Erzberg on a 4-stroke, will it be open the door to you guys to see more 4-strokes in outdoor? Wade?
I think it'll be really cool. We actually chatted about it in a FIM meeting with all us top guys, and I think it'll be cool. It will be certainly a different kind of riding style, and some places I think will be better than the 2-stroke. But yeah, I think it'll be good for the sport.
Yeah, I agree. I think there's definitely no one's really done it, so I think it seems from the outside like it's a big deal. But to me, it's a bike, a 2-stroke or 4-stroke's more than capable of finishing. I think back in the day, there wasn't much choice. Like Manny's dad finished it on a 4-stroke, Graham's finished it on a 450 4-stroke. Philip Schultz was riding a 4-stroke quite a bit back in the day, so it's cool. And if it does open the door for the manufacturers to think, okay, we don't have a 2-stroke, but we're more than capable of getting involved in the sport, then that's only going to benefit, I think, everybody involved.
Yeah, definitely. I think it just opens up more like the sport to more different manufacturers, which is also pretty cool to see. You know, I think this is what we are missing at one point, that we just need more brands also who are like really following hard enduro, because it is a sick sport, everybody's loving it. And I think like Johnny could definitely have a potential if he's racing Erzberg. He definitely has a potential to, not sure exactly, but even maybe fight with it, because I think now a 4-stroke bike is pretty good to handle. And my dad at the back in the days, I think he got second on a BMW 450 4-stroke and was a huge bike with one foot peg because he broke it after like 20 minutes of riding. So I think there's definitely a bit of potential on the 4-stroke bikes, and like Wade said, we chatted actually in a meeting yesterday, and I think it could be a cool potential for the future, and maybe at one day we are gonna be on like different bikes also to give us a bit more of like something new and something different. So you never know what's coming.
Yeah, I think it's also a great idea as well. I remember racing with your dad at that one as well. I heard Mario also suggested yesterday perhaps a 4-stroke class, was that right as well? So, yeah, it's a great idea. And Rob, you're right.
Gone away for the weekend.
So you're going to fly the flag.
Enduro pioneer right here. Have we got any questions here? We're going to have to wrap this up because some of us have got to get to their bikes and get out on the track this morning. Any other questions here anywhere?
I'll ask him one more.
Here you go, mate.
So Graham's here this weekend as well. But with it being dry, it's not going to be very difficult, is it? It's going to be an easy one. So I don't think Graham's going to win. He's not got it as a, you know. So he's old like me. So who's got it out of you three? I know Paul's done a sandbag and gone in the kids' race. So who's winning?
Good question. Yeah, who's going to win tomorrow? You start. Wade, we'll give it you as you're the dust expert.
Good question. It's like asking what the lotto number is going to be next week. Like I said in the beginning, you know, if this was the second or third round in, maybe everyone would have kind of got a feel for everyone and have more of a bit of an idea. We haven't raced against each other in I think about 6-7 months, so that on alone, a lot of things can happen in that period. So it's a difficult question to say. You know, I think everyone's feeling good. I think for sure Manny, Billy are going to be good, but then there's also the Sherco guys, Theo and Mario. I don't think Graham's going to be in there. I think this dry, hot weather, just the intensity is going to be a bit much for him. But yeah, I don't know.
I think as well, it's not a nice race for the first round of the championship, I think, because it is definitely on the easier side of the track scale of things. And I think, yeah, it's going to be very start dependent from the dust side of things, and I think, yeah, there's not really, you know, a lot of challenge in terms of the track, so it's almost going to be who wants to risk it in the dust, because visibility is, you know, undoubtedly going to be terrible. So what I would say, like going back to Graham and some of the other guys, is I don't think you can take too much from this weekend in terms of the rest of the year's races, because like I say, this one is definitely on the easy side, and with it being the first race of the year, no one really quite knows what to expect or who's got what coming in.
I always say, like, a lot of people ask me, like, for me now coming in as a champion from last year, won it last year, are you gonna win it anyways this year, or it's like new cards? But it's like a new year, and a lot of things can change over like 7 months or 6 months. So I'm pretty excited, and I think everybody has this nerves of like first race back in the season, and this race is pretty different compared to the other ones. Is like Billy said, it's also about risking a little bit more because of the visibility. I also saw the weather forecast. Maybe it says a bit of rain tomorrow afternoon. Hopefully not. It stays dry for everybody. But yeah, you never know what's coming and how it's gonna be. And I think it's just about excitement to get it finally going after such a long time. Also for me, after these injuries and like having a bit of a trouble, it's stoked to be back, and I'm just stoked to see also so many riders and so many fans, which is always cool. But yeah, new year, new cards, and new opportunities.
Yeah, brilliant. Well, guys, hope you all have a really good race, and good luck to the rest of everybody in the paddock. I'll let you wrap it up, Warner.
All right, well, thanks everyone for coming. Thanks to these riders. We're going to see you in action tonight, right, at Knockout in this very arena. What time's that kick off? They're going to be in the next couple of hours. Right on. 1:30 then, that kicks off. And then tonight we've got Knockout down here as well. So me and Bolt are going to be on the mic for that. Thanks very much. Thanks everyone joining us. The FIM RD1 World Championship starts right here. Enjoy the weekend.